Please mark it important. Question number 6. Read. Mr. A is working by employing 10 skilled workers. He is considering the introduction of some incentive plan, Halsey Plan, which is 50% bonus, or Rowan Scheme of wage payment for increasing the employee productivity to cope with the underline increased demand for the product by 25%. First, understand this part. He has not decided whether to implement Halsey or Rowan. He is thinking of implementing one of the two. Why he wants a plan to be implemented? So that it will encourage employees to produce more, go fast, produce more. Now, why producing more is necessary? They have given there is an increased demand in the market by 25%, which means suppose last month we have sold 100, this month we can sell 100 plus 25%, 125. But the catch is, if you want to sell 125, you should produce 125. If you just ask employees to produce more, they won't unless you come with some bonus plan. Able to follow? Sir will ask our employees, will give them one motivation speech saying what? Guys, you produced 100 units last time. This month you can produce 125. Come on, you can do it, etc. etc. Tell me, what will employee be thinking when you give this speech? Why I should produce X? Unless you give him some bonus offer. Correct? Now think, if you tell him that I want you to produce 25% extra units, for that I am coming with a new bonus plan, then he is interested to produce 25% extra. Correct? That is why this question, whether Halsey is a good plan or Rowan is a good plan, we want employees to produce more because demand is more. Understood till this? Continue. He feels that. Now here he means that Mr. A. Now Mr. A is not an employee there. Read first line. He has 10 workers. He is employing them. That means he is the owner of the factory. And there are 10 employees in the factory. He thinks that if the proposed incentive plan, that is Halsey or Rowan, if that plan can bring about an average underline 20% increase in over present earnings of the workers, it could act as sufficient incentive for them to produce more. And he has accordingly underlined given the assurance to all the workers. What does it mean? Factory owner thinks that if the employee's salary can go up by 20%, then they will produce 25% more. So you produce 25% more, I will give you 20% more salary. Now that is the deal. And last line says, accordingly, he has given this assurance to the workers. That means he said this to the employees that guys, you produce more, I will pay you more. How much extra you have to produce? 25%. How much extra I will pay you? 20%. Now whether Halsey will help or Rowan will help, we should decide. That's the question. Understood? As a result of the assurance, that is motivated by the speech, the increase in productivity was observed. That means employees went fast and produced more, as revealed by the following figure for the current month. Go slow in this. Hourly rate of wage guaranteed. This is your hourly rate for Halsey Rowan calculation. And they've used the word guaranteed. That means this you have to pay. Whether you pay bonus or not, basic wage you have to pay. Continue. Average time for producing one piece. One piece means one unit by one worker at the previous performance. Previous performance is before your motivation speech. Correct? This may be taken as underline time allotted. 2 hours. Now this 2 hours is for one unit. Correct? That means in a day, if you have to produce 10 units, then time allotted should be 10 into 2. Is it to follow? Continue. Number of working days in a month. Number of working hours every day for each worker. actual production during the month is 1250 units. Right? Now, before these numbers, they gave the sentence, increase in productivity has been observed. Let's check that. In Calci, how many workers are there? 10 workers. How many hours they worked every day? How many days they worked in a month? That means how many total hours? 2000 hours. And how much was their previous speed? 2 hours are required to make 1 unit. That means if you divide by 2 hours, they should actually produce only 1000 units. But they've actually produced 1250 units. Are you understanding? So how much is the extra production they did? 250. Divide that in Calci. 250 by 1000 into 100, which means they produce 25% more. This was the same info they gave in first para. You wanted them to produce 25% more so that you can sell 25% more in the market. That means, did they meet the target? Then you should now keep your promise. What was your promise? 20% extra. Correct? Question is, you are required to calculate, underline, effective rate of earnings. You know how to calculate effective rate of earnings. Total wage divided by time taken. Total wage by time taken per hour, both under Halsey and under Rowan. That means first they want you to use Halsey formula, find out total wage. Total wage divided by time taken will be effective hourly rate. Correct? Same way under Rowan. There is one more question and two more sub questions. I'll discuss that later. First, calculate effective rate of earnings per hour under Halsey and under Rowan. Listen to me. Let me explain first. Sub question A. For Halsey or Rowan, tell me what are the numbers that you need. Time taken, hourly rate, time saved. Then 50%, then HR. Correct? Now, slow, very slow. What is the formula? Total wage is equal to time taken into hourly rate plus time saved into, yes, one by one we have to work out. Do I have at least hourly rate with me? 40 plus 50% off whatever they have saved. Correct? Now, if I get TT and ST, standard time, I can fill other two things. I leave two lines. Note. How to do time taken? Just now in Calci, I made you do 10 workers, 8 hours every day into 25 hours. That means time taken is 2000 hours. All okay? But how much is standard time? How to do? How much is actual production? 1250 units. Correct? And you should have taken 2 hours to produce. That means you should have taken 2500 hours. But you finish that job in 2000 hours. The difference should be time saved. Able to follow? As numbers will come, don't start working this in Calci. First understand. You should have taken 2 hours to make 1 unit. You have actually produced 1250 units. That means going by the standard, you should have taken 1250 into 2. But actually you did only 10 people, 8 hours, 25 days. That means a 2500 hours job you finished in 2000 hours. This will go here. And this will go here. Am I correct? Difference is the time saved. In Calci now, this is I think 80,000 plus 10,000. This will be 90,000 rupees. Correct? Go to the question. They have not asked only total salary. They have asked effective rate. How to do effective hourly rate? Effective hourly rate is equal to employees will earn 90,000, but they will work for only 2000 hours. That means they will be earning 45 rupee per hour. Correct? How much were they earning early per hour? 40 before bonus scheme. Correct? Now they're earning 45. That means their income has gone. But our promise was not this. Read the initial para. What was the promise we made? That they will get 20% increase. Correct? In Calci. Old rate per hour was 40 rupee. 20% up they should get what now? But how much will they get in Halsey plan? That is why you see last sub question. Which plan should be implemented? Definitely not Halsey. If you implement Halsey, they won't get 20% hike. They'll get less than 20%. Any number, but not 20%. Correct? You answer now. How to solve this in Rowan scheme? Rowan. What is the formula for total which? Into plus time taken by standard time into, tell me the numbers. Sorry, this is same number. This is same number. 1 second. Okay. You continue. What next now? 2000 divided by 2500 into 500 into 40. Help me. This is 80 plus 16,000. 96,000 rupees. Correct? Now, if you do effective hourly rate, they will earn 96,000 rupee in 2000 hours of work. Remember, they took only 2000 hours, but they are earning 96,000 rupee. That means they are going to earn 48 rupee per hour. Will this satisfy the 20% condition? That means you know the answer to third sub question. Which plan to be implemented? Rowan plan, because we gave them the assurance to increase their income by 20%. Halsey will in Calci. In Halsey it was 45. In Calci 45 minus 40, 5 rupee increase. 5 rupee by 40 into 100 will be only 12.5% increase in the salary. But your assurance was not that number. It has to be more. Clear? Did we answer sub question first at least? Now, did we answer sub question 3? Discussion, yes, but we haven't written. Before that, there is one more. Calculate saving to Mr. A. Mr. A is the factory owner. They're asking, is he saving some money in terms of direct labor cost per piece? Per piece means per unit under these schemes. So the question is this: if you implement Halsey scheme, will owner of the factory also save some money? If yes, then how much is the saving per unit? Correct? How to do this? If there is no Halsey, no Rowan, savings calculation. If there was no Halsey, no Rowan, then to produce 1250 units, employees would have taken 2500 hours. Are you following? How did I get 2500? 1250 into old speed. Old speed. So time taken under old scheme. Now old scheme was without bonus. If it is without bonus, then they will take 2 hours to make 1 unit. Then to make 1250 units, they would have taken 2500 hours. And then how much would be total wage in old scheme? You will have to pay 2500 hours into 40 rupee. No bonus in the old scheme. That means you would have paid 1 lakh rupee. Able to follow? But just now I worked out, if you implement Halsey, you will end up paying only 90,000 rupees. That means from company's angle also, you are saving 10,000 rupees. Now notice here, even after paying bonus, total payment is only 90. But if there was no bonus, my employees would have taken 2500 hours and I would have paid 1 lakh rupees. Did you understand? Therefore, savings is equal to 1 lakh rupee minus under Halsey. How much we were paying? 90,000. 90,000. But read the question, sub question 2. They are not asking you total savings. They want saving to him in terms of labor cost per unit. That means I should write savings under Halsey per unit. If it is per unit, then this saving should be divided by how many units are we producing. 1,250 units. Correct? Don't be in a hurry. No competition. You understand what is done. 1 lakh minus 90,000 will give you total saving. But question says we want on per unit basis. We have produced 1250 units. That means we will save 8 rupee, correct, per unit. But if it is saving under Rowan scheme, again per unit, this 1 lakh is same anyway. 1 lakh is same. But in Rowan scheme, you will end up paying 96,000 rupee. That means you will save only 4,000 rupee. Number of units are same. This will come to what now? 3.2. Now I know one more thought has come. Sir, from owner's point of view, I'll say is a good scheme because you will save 8 rupee per unit. But tell me, can you implement Halsey scheme? Why no? Then the 20% assurance will not happen. Correct? Tell me honestly, if you are Mr. A, what will you do now? I'm judging you based on this. Now careful and answer. If you are the factory owner, what will you do? Halsey or Rowan? Sorry. Depends on guarantee given. Hero, same question, same 20% guarantee, everything is same. Do one thing to get the ownership feeling. First line, change that Mr. A and put your name and read. Hero, what is your name? Huh. Pawan is working by employing 10 skilled workers. Now, Pawan, answer. Which one you will implement? Why Rowan? Because you gave that motivation speech to workers. Now, by the way, those who are thinking, sir, I will do Halsey. Tell me what is the problem if you implement Halsey? They won't get 20% hike. Sir, they still got 12.5% hike. No, sir. You did the calculation 2 minutes back. They got the hike. Now, can you do this? Say, for example, you did. What do you think will happen next day? Employees will give one speech now. That won't be motivational speech. It will be some other speech. Be ready. Correct? Huh. So now the answer. That is why sub question 3 has come here after fixing you in between. From your saving angle, Halsey looks better, but you have already given a promise to employees. You have to keep the promise and go with Rowan, not with Halsey because you save. By the way, even in Rowan, you are saving to 3.2 rupee. Correct? You are saving that 4,000 rupee. One. Second, they produce 250 extra units. In their old speed, they should have produced only 1,000. They produce 250 extra units. And when you sell, if you make 10 rupee profit, so you'll make another 2,500 profit by selling extra units. Correct? It is not that you are losing and they're gaining. You also gained. But you can't do only gain to yourself. You gave them a promise. Therefore, the final answer is sub question 3. Which plan should be implemented? Company should implement Rowan plan. What is the reason? Since only this plan will increase, what should I write? Employees' earnings, correct? Employees' earnings by 20%. In bracket, class note. Old was 40 rupee plus 20% hike. 48 rupee is happening only in row. This is not for exam. Up to this is for exam. Understood? Everyone? End of the solution. This is not low. This is 10 workers. Hmm. Copied till 48. Ah, this was first sub question. Sub question B, they wanted savings. Now for savings, you should compare not Halsey with Rowan, old with Halsey, old with Rowan. Done. Copy up to 3.2. I'll dictate the last part. If you're not able to read, you're able to read. Handwriting is readable. Better than yours. Company should, sorry, handwriting is okay, but it's wrong thing. Company should implement Rowan Plan since only this plan will increase employees' earnings by 20%. This is class note. 40 rupee earlier plus 20% up. 48 will happen only in Rowan Plan. Done.